Man standing, Nate Diaz versus Jorge Masvidal 2, live on FanMio pay-per-view from the Kia Forum in Los Angeles. The pay-per-view can be purchased right now at fanmio.com/ppv, and thousands have already joined the pre-sale list to be there for this highly anticipated showdown. You can sign up for pre-sale right now at fanmio.com/fight. And tickets for the live event will go on sale to the general public Thursday, April 18th at 10 a.m. Pacific time through Ticketmaster. And now allow me to call up the man responsible for putting together this blockbuster event, the CEO of FanMio, Solomon Engel.
Hey everybody. So this was not an easy show to make. A lot of work has gone into it. We're very happy it came together, but hey, look, nobody's here to hear me talk, so let's get good. Let's get the next person up here.
Thank you, Solomon. Before we hear from the fighters, we wanted to represent the teams, the trainers from Team Masvidal, Jorge Capetillo, Paulino Hernandez.
Put your hands together.
Of course, for Nate Diaz, his trainer, Richard Perez. Of course, Team Diaz member Chris Avila as well in attendance. 5 years in the making, UFC 244, 2019. The baddest MFer on the planet was awarded the championship belt for the first time. Jorge, directly after your victory, you said, "We are going to run it back." Here we are. Why now? Why professional boxing?
Yes, sir. First and foremost, thank God for this opportunity, for this moment. Thank everybody that came out here. Y'all could have been doing a million different things in Las Vegas, so appreciate you coming out, showing love. And y'all know what y'all gonna get June 1st, fucking nothing but violence, man. That's all I'm here for. I know you guys didn't show up to watch what I'm eating or none of that on June 1st, but nothing but straight violence, and that's all I'm gonna deliver. And why now this rematch? Because I was busy chasing world titles. I went and fought for the world title, then twice after that. We could have ran it back, but we couldn't come to an agreement. So here we are sometime later now in boxing, you know? So I can't wait to get in and fucking do my thing.
Nate, they're calling this last man standing. They could have called it unfinished business. We remember when that fight between you and Masvidal was stopped due to cuts. You had a lot more left in the tank that night. How much has 5 years built up inside of you to face off against Masvidal one more time?
Yeah, no, I'm just training hard always, ready to go for the next move. This is the biggest thing outside of what I was doing, so I'm getting ready to rock.
Nate, this will be your second professional boxing match, second straight pay-per-view headlining role. What does this say about your brand, about the fans that follow you to jump into this new sport and be right here, right now in this event?
Yeah, I train hard, and I always thought that it's not hard to just look like how you train, so I just try to go hard always, and big things keep popping.
Now, Jorge, that pro boxing debut for Nate came against Jake Paul last year. You, of course, had your pro boxing debut back in 2005, so this will be the second fight for both. How do you read Nate Diaz as a boxer from that one performance?
I don't think it was his best. I don't think he was even training for this dude. I don't blame him because Jake, who the fuck is Jake anyways, right? But I don't think Nate was in the type of shape that he was like when he fought me, you know? So on both of them, I didn't think it was the greatest performance.
Nate, what can you expect from Jorge Masvidal with the boxing gloves this time? How different will that be from preparing for him from an MMA standpoint?
You weren't gonna find out.
Yeah. I'll slide that question over to your trainer, Richard Perez. When you look at the tape, and you're imagining Jorge Masvidal in the boxing ring, what are you up against in this fight?
Masvidal, he's in trouble. That's all I gotta say is he's in trouble. Because Nathan, when he boxes, he can box. You know, he has no problem with it.
Jorge, things were pretty cordial the first time you guys fought, the build to it, the famous press conference in New York by the bridge. But when this rematch got announced, I heard a little more spice in your voice. I saw you on the Ariel Helwani MMA Hour. Nate, get your ass in shape because I'm coming to break your fucking face, excuse me. What has changed
100.
in the rivalry since that fight?
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Whatever that dude said. I didn't like the comments Nate said afterwards. You know, we're both professional fighters, and he called me a coward. He said I shouldn't have took that belt, this and that. Man, take it up with the fucking referee, stop the fight. Take it with the doctor, stop the fight. I'm doing my fucking job, and that's to put as much hurting as I can on you. Now, if a medical professional deemed it that he said you can't go no further, you take it up with him. Don't call me a fucking coward because I ain't never in my life tapped. Not a lot of people that got 50-something fights in their career could say that. I've gone to sleep before I fucking tapped. And I ain't saying this because all you motherfuckers is here, but I'd rather die before I give up in a fucking fight. And that's just how I am. That's just how I've been my whole life. So anybody that call me a coward on some shit, motherfucker, you know I'm the last coward in this motherfucker. I'm going to go with you with everything I got from when that bell rings till they call that damn fight off. And you felt it the first time, and you know you're going to get in shape for this one because I'm coming to do the same thing. I ain't fucking Jake Paul. I ain't fucking Tony Ferguson. I'm a good athlete that's mean as fuck, man. Whether it be my upbringing or whether it be just how God made me, but I'm coming to take your head off clean every time. And there's nothing personal, but man, I want to fucking end you, bro, just like I want to end everybody that gets in there with me. Nah, it's never personal with me. It's all about the money, man. Only personal with one motherfucker. If he was here, I'd get on his ass right now. I can't even say his name because I can't say his name because the cops will show up to my house, bro. He got a restraining order on me. Y'all know, y'all can say his fucking bitch ass name, that bitch. But you know what's up, man. You know, I can't be saying that shit, man. The feds will show up to my house.
Nate, you heard him. It does feel a little different this time around. There's still that respect there.
We're boxing this time, so it's a whole nother sport. We're dealing with a whole nother fight. Give a fuck what happened last time. We'll run it back in MMA too one day, but right now we're doing this, so it's a whole nother situation.
100% we could run it back in MMA. Definitely not against that. And this is a complete different sport. I dropped him twice. Last time one was a foot to the face and one was a shin to the rib. And that's not a lot in boxing now. And I know his forte, his bread and butter has always been the boxing. I've always felt I'm the best boxer to ever come out of the UFC, hands fucking down. So there's nothing better than getting to prove it against Nate. You know, so let's fucking go, man. I'm ready to rock and fucking roll and snatch a soul.
Nate, you went 10 rounds against Jake Paul last August. What did you learn about yourself in that process?
Fuck Jake Paul.
Fuck Jake Paul.
Fuck Jake Paul. There's real fighters over here, man.
Jorge, 2-month camp in Vegas?
No, it's been a little longer than that. I've been here since like early January, man, right here. Everybody knows I come from American Top Team, about an hour away from Miami. So this is the first time in my life that I've left my kids, my family, mom, dad, everything, my whole culture back home, you know. And I got a good routine back home, you know. I hang out with my kids a good amount of the time, drop them off at the gym. I mean, at school, I go to the gym, I pick them up, I chill with them. So shit, man, it sucks that I got to be away from them. And come June, it's going to be like fucking 6 months I've been away from them. I travel back and forth to see him. But someone's got to pay for that shit, man. Someone, you know, has got to pay for all this built-up raise that I got. And on June 1st, I get to fucking put it all on the line and make sure that it was worth it. Because every time I got to hear my daughter or my son tell me, why can't you be here? I thought you were retired. And you come back to the sport. And you gone halfway across the country. You know, that shit burns, man. So I'm telling you, I'm in the best shape of my life. I didn't come back because of the money. I don't, you know, God bless me towards the end of my career that I'm not competing for money. I'm competing for other things, for legacy, to do something better with myself, and also for this opportunity to silence the critics, silence Nate, and let there be no misunderstanding on the first fight, you know, because now we're going to go into his backyard boxing and I'm going to get the business done.
Let's take some questions from our media members in attendance.
Andreas Hale, ESPN. Jorge, question for you. Usually the winner is the A side of the fight, but this is billed as Diaz versus Masvidal instead of Masvidal versus Diaz. Why did that take place? What happened?
Well, from what I heard, Nate wasn't gonna fight me if it wasn't set up like that. So there's a lot of things that I'm fucking like, damn, what the fuck? I thought we were gonna scrap, bro, you know? I also heard he wouldn't fight me if it was in Miami, if you're wondering why the fight wasn't like in Miami and stuff, you know? So there's a lot of things that I'm, who's weak? What'd that dude say? Say it again, man. Who's weak? Who's weak? Yeah, I'll find your ass, whoever the fuck that is. Who is this dork? Been talking way too. Hey, show your face, bro. Show your face. Where's this corny motherfucker at? Where you at, corny motherfucker? Where'd you go? Where your bitch ass at? Show your face, bro. Where you at, bitch? Where you at? Who is it? This dude right here? This ugly motherfucker with the jersey? I'll catch your bitch ass, man. Ugly ass motherfucker. Pussy ass bitch.
Next question.
Anyways, that guy's just drunk probably.
Jorge, Sean Patel, Vegas Sports Today. You mentioned earlier that Nate now has a fighting chance because the rules are, limited to the boxing rules. How much tougher do you think this fight's going to be without you being able to hurt him with elbows, hurt him with kicks? And what do you think of his boxing when you've watched him?
Nah, his boxing and MMA always I thought stood out from above everybody else. Great distance timing, cardio, and he could put the pace on people, And his weaknesses was obviously kicks, elbows, and knees, and that's what we strategize. I happen to have some world records with knees and shit, so I don't mind fucking throwing him, So definitely we're going more into his backyard, and I just feel that I still got the superior advantage, though. I got the hand speed, I got the power, I got better reflexes, and through both of our careers, I think I've taken a lot less damage as well, So it's all going to show June 1st.
Well, that was my next question is, Nate, you've been in a lot of wars, even more wars than Jorge's been in. In that Jake Paul fight, at times, you even looked disinterested. How much more do you have in the tank after all these wars you've been in heading into this fight? How much more do you have, as compared to your peak, to your prime, how much more do you still have left in the tank heading into this fight after all the wars?
Tank's full. And the only reason why he's like, I didn't want to fight him in Miami and all this shit, I didn't want to box his fucking ass. I want to fight him for real. I want to fight him in MMA, but that's the only thing he's allowed to do. So I'm going to try to beat his ass the best I can in this shit, and then we'll go from there. And Tank's full.
Thank you.
Nate, does the rivalry end here with a win for you?
We'll see what happens.
Mike Heck from MMA Fighting. Question for Nate. I asked Jorge this earlier, so I wanted to get your input on this.
I don't know how this became my backyard, too. I thought this is your backyard.
Vegas, my backyard?
The fucking boxing. You keep saying, oh, Vegas is my backyard. I understand now.
Well, the backyard for your first fight was in New York, and it ended abruptly, and you felt, like you said earlier, you had more gas in the tank. If that fight were to continue and you would have carried on, how would the rest of that fight have gone?
Yeah, it is what it is. I was just, bitter. I fucking lost, and then fucking what's how it was. I don't give a fuck. They stopped the fight. That's the rule. But I'll fight till the end of time. There ain't no stopping me ever. So, like I said, tank is full now. Tank was full then.
And Jorge, same question for you. I know we talked one-on-one, but for the people here, if that fight had carried on, you were looking real good in that fight. How would it have ended?
With my hand raised, 100%. I mean, I dictated the pace from the start, and I do my research on everybody I fight. Nate has a hell of a chin. I know that. That's why I invested in his body early in that fight and dropped him with body shots. It's not like that. That doesn't just go away. You just don't get stronger as the fight goes on when you've been hit to the body. So him saying that he would have won the fourth or fifth, man, shit. No, nobody knows, right? Because we fucking don't know. But I bet my life on it. I would have won it any time that you ask me.
We have time for one more.
Hey, let that dude ask a question, man. He earned it, man. Let that dude right there.
That
my
dude
boy right
sucks.
there.
Get Ariel Hawani on the line.
Ariel
What's
too.
poppin'? Capichetti, where you at? With the question.
Don't get shy now, Tiger. Come on, man. Somebody sent my boy a drink, man. That dude's rowdy, man. Say it again. Nah, your bitch ass getting knocked the fuck out, pussy.
It all goes down
Whatever you said, man.
Saturday,
you're a
June
pussy.
1st, from the Kia
Hey, I'm
Forum
glad you know
in
math,
Los
brother.
Angeles. Can we have you two gentlemen face off?
Yeah.